Welcome back, YouTubers. This is a review of the Robot Spirits, or Robot Damashi, number 241, the RGM 79D GM Coal District type from Gundam 0080, as well as other parts of the Gundam franchise. Now, as you can see, here's the box. Now, this particular mobile suit is one of the GMs, but one thing you should know about GMs is that they're not all the same. Now, the original GM you saw a while back, I did a review of that, so take a look at that if you want to see it. That GM was the one from the original series, but with more modern animation, art styles and such, the GMs became more stylized and more streamlined. As you can see once I pop this guy out. But as you can see, his chest section and legs and shoulders are a lot more detailed and a lot more, I think, modern than the much simpler design of the original Gundam or the classic GM. Now, there is an in-canon reason for this. The Federal forces, having more than one base, like Luna 2 and such, actually produced mobile suits of those and got the information at different times from the Gundam development project. Specifically when the Gundam stopped there with the white base on their way to Earth. Because of that, they started putting out GMs a lot sooner. It's why, for example, in the series Gundam 8th MS Team, you see a GM in space. That's one of the ones that was produced at Luna 2. So it's a way to explain the continuity flub, because otherwise the GMs at Jaburo wouldn't have been rolled out yet, because they wouldn't have gotten the data from the original Gundam. This one is the Coal District one from 8th MS Team, though. This one is set much later, so it's probably one of the ones produced elsewhere. Now, overall, this one is one I do like. I really like the white and gray design. Yeah, thrusters on the back are good. It's got a little prong here, which is where you fit its beam saber. If I can get it out without dumping everything. Nope. It also comes with a spare antenna for the head, which is something I think they should do more often with these kits, because losing the antenna, that's something that's going to happen to some people. This one is hard. Plastic. This one, same. So it's just a spare. Now, since this is one of the anime series, it has the usual joint system for the chest section here, and the plates that fold into the arms here. So it's one of the ones I really like for that, giving it a lot more posability and flexibility, as you can see. It's also got the same holes in the legs and on the feet pads and on the backpack for the thrusters that you see in the other ones. It's got two beam saber blades, the swinging one that you see in some, and of course the straight line. It comes with this machine gun. This is one of the two guns it comes with, though both of them are machine guns, which is something I'm a little surprised about. I know it came with this one in the series, but this one is one that's actually more often seen in 0083. This one also has a section right here you can pop it out and pop on this little add-on, which I believe is supposed to be a grenade. So it's like some of those modern guns that have grenade launchers attached to them. It has a clip that's removable, another nice touch, which I like a lot. Removable clips are something that I wish to see more in these kinds of things, especially because the act of reloading these weapons is something that you could put in, just seeing them trying to reload and then, maybe someone cuts them down or something. Anyway, now it's got your standard shield, has the hand grip there, or you can pop on this little attachment here. This one's for clipping it to the back here. I think you have to take the handle off. Yeah, you have to take the handle off to pop this one on. Slight drawback. But it's a decent way to do it. It's also got one of these clamps, which is one of the ones I prefer, which is used to clip it to the arms. Like so. And I prefer clamping it to the arms. The handles are okay, but just the problem with them is that hand grips like these on many of these figures, they will spread the fingers over time, especially if you leave it in there like on a display shelf, and that's going to warp them slowly over time. So if you're going to keep stuff like this out, I recommend not using the shield ones. The guns are usually okay because they're so small and light, but the shields are usually big enough that they cause problems. Anyway, this one also comes with a bunch of numbers and unit patches, which is something I really like. This is a way you can customize them, so if you get more than one, though my budget isn't big enough for that, you can customize it and make an entire squadron. It's got the standard handbar, of course, which is another thing I really like with these, so you can put all the hands on these, so you don't have to worry about putting them somewhere and losing them. And it comes with a nice selection of hand grips. Wide open ones for grasping and other such. Overall, it's pretty good. The one thing I'm a little disappointed about is the lack of weapons, like a beam weapon, but that wasn't in the series, so it's understandable why they wouldn't have it. Overall, though, I think this is definitely one to pick up, especially if you're a fan of 0083, which showed things more from the civilian and from the common grunt's point of view on the Xeon side. And the civilian was a neutral party. But overall, this one's pretty good. One thing also that I've noticed while doing this is that the feet seem to be almost identical to the Alex's feet. See? Almost identical. I would say that they are identical, but I can't be absolutely sure. But yeah, that's what you got. And it's pretty good. I kind of wonder if those are the same molds sometimes. I always wonder that about these things, because you gotta wonder if they're saving money and time by reusing molds for things that are similar, standardized, like the feet. Anyway. But before we go, one little switch. Ooh. Let's see here. Here it is. This one has the trigger finger. There we go. Oh, not quite. This one's trigger finger doesn't seem to want to go into the slot as well. It's a minor nuisance. I wonder if this one's meant more for the bullpup gun. That is an odd one. I've just noticed that the hands, the ones we seem to have, seem to indicate that the gun is supposed to be in the left hand for this one. Because it's the only one with a raised separate finger from the others. Which is odd, because usually it's the right-handed one for most of these. Which is an odd coincidence, since I'm also left-handed. And I've always noticed things like that. Okay. There we go. But there you have it. That's the Cold District mobile suit. Now, if you're looking to get one of these, I do recommend it, but if you're planning to buy more than one, you should know that you do get these things to put on. So it is possible to make a small squad of these, but the cost may be too high. You're probably better off getting model kits for that. Anyway. But please like, subscribe, comment below, share this video, and follow me on Twitter. And I'll see you all next time. Ciao!